Hi, I'm Mandy Fitzsimmons. I'm your Washington REALTORS Legal Hotline Lawyer. In the next few weeks, you're going to hear about a lot of new legislation because Washington REALTORS was hard at work for you during the last legislative session and scored a lot of wins that are going to help you in your business. One of those bills that I want to talk about on this video is the middle housing bill, except I'm not going to tell you about the specifics of the middle housing bill. I'm going to save that for Bill Clark and Nathan Gorton, who both know more about the technical aspects of the bill than I do. I want to talk to you about an issue that I've heard questions about on the hotline, causing a little bit of concern to some of our members. The emphasis of the middle housing bill is that it will create opportunities for single-family residential property owners to build additional housing units on their existing single-family residential lots. Again, I'm going to leave the technical aspects of that to others, but here's the question that I've been receiving. Does that new law allowing the construction of higher density housing on a single-family residential lot trump CC&R requirements that may prohibit additional construction on an existing single-family residential lot within a subdivision? In other words, if there are CC&Rs in place that say that only one home may exist per lot, would this new law force an association to accept higher density housing within the subdivision? And the answer to that question is no. The CC&Rs will control if the CC&R limitation on increased density is already in place on the effective date of this new law, then the CC&Rs control. The effective date of this new law is July 23rd, 2023. So if CC&Rs are already in place as of July 23, 2023, then the CC&Rs limiting density to only one unit per single-family residential lot, those CC&Rs will control. If those CC&Rs do not exist prior to July 23rd, 2023, then the newly created CC&Rs will not defeat the middle housing bill, which will allow, not in every case, but in some cases, an increased density on single-family residential lots. Stay tuned to the Washington Realtor videos for more information about the technical aspects of the bill. Maybe you're interested in knowing how you can increase density, or information for your clients about how clients can increase density on their single-family residential lots. That information is going to come later for those of you who are concerned about being able to control the increase of density in an existing subdivision community controlled by CC&Rs. That's the information this video supplies. If you have questions on this topic or any other, ask me a question at warealtor.org by following the links to the Legal Hotline. Thank you for being a Washington REALTORS member.